At the top of my head, there are 3 main reasons why the front lever is a fantastic skill for you to learn when you are learning the very basic movements of gymnastics. So what is a front lever? I'm going to show you the basic front lever that I like to warm a lot of my clients up with. I'm going to step my front leg forward. It's going to be bent. Biceps are coming to the ears, pointing the toe in the back and straightening out the leg. From here, I'm going to engage that back glute on the straight leg, lifting that leg up, pushing through my shoulders. That's my green light that lets my body know that I'm ready to go. I'm going to drop my chest down as I raise my back leg at the same exact rate. And then same thing, coming right back up and taking a step back. So the first thing that I love about that movement is that it really helps teach your body how to stretch and strengthen your hamstring, just so that it can keep your body safe from tearing that hamstring when you're doing basic gymnastic skills like handstands, cartwheels, or anything else that puts an extra stress on that hamstring. So what I notice with a lot of beginners learning basic gymnastic skills is that they use a lot more momentum than they need to get into certain positions or to do certain skills. A lot of the times, this does mean that you can potentially add a little bit more stress onto the back of your leg or onto your hamstring than is needed, which especially requires for your hamstring to be strong and stable back there. So if I am throwing my handstand, because I've never done a handstand before, it's gonna probably look like this. Okay? And that's fine. You can throw handstands. It's fun. But if you notice, as I'm throwing myself into that handstand, I'm doing it really quickly. So I'm not doing that front lever position that keeps me very strong and stable. I'm kind of just kicking that leg back, which could potentially tear my hamstring if I'm not careful and if I don't have strong and stable hamstrings back there. So to make sure that we are avoiding that, I would much rather have my students start in a nice front lever to kind of avoid, falling into an improper position up in the air, and also just to make it easier for them to understand a hollow body. While on the contrary, when I use my front lever to get into my skills, I'm able to actually use that muscle in the back of my leg rather than snapping it open to get into my skill. So if I'm going into my handstand, it's going to look more like a push up rather than a snap, which in this case, you really don't need that. It's actually going to hurt your form probably in the long run when you're trying to get into that nice handstand positioning, which brings me to my second point. So if you notice, as I'm going down into my front lever, I'm already establishing that nice hollow body position so that as I kick up into my handstand, it's not hard to find it in the air as well. But if I don't use that front lever to get into my handstand, I'm probably going to start with kind of like a rounded back. My legs are probably both going to be bent or doing something weird and crazy. And then I'm going to have to frantically find that hollow body in the middle of the air, which is a little bit harder. So if I'm not using my front lever, I'm here. I can still get up there. But that's because I already understand how to get into that hollow body in the air. It's just not going to be as easy. And the third reason, but definitely not the final reason, is that it just helps you with basic balance. So in gymnastics, we do a lot of skills and we work on a lot of apparatuses that require really good balance. And in my brain, learning how to really control your body and have your leg come with you as you're descending, and same thing, come down as you're coming back up, is a really good thing to understand when we are learning how to balance. So if you've been feeling like your skills are looking wobbly or maybe a little bit directionless, maybe have a little bit of pain behind your hamstring, and you haven't been working on the front lever for a while, this could be the difference between progressing in your skills and tightening them up a little bit or staying kind of stuck and wobbly. So I hope this helped.